Hi, bro. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic once he comes inside. Anything is possible.
And we have our very first corner. India have the chance to go the other way. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Nicely shaped ball, Van Dijk cuts it out. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers... Could be danger here! Oh, the ball's run loose here. It'll be a throw-in. And it's hoisted clear. And they're back on the ball again. And they've got rid. And here's Owen. And he's had it nicked away. Searching pass he's played there. Quick ball upfield. Great vision. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. David Villa aimed beyond the defence. And he's there to belt it away. Has a look and plays it forward.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
He's gone for goal. Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Deftly away. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Stoichkov. Oh, no joy this time. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he's heaved it away. Roberto. Great ball if he can get there.
This is the time you need that pace.
Chouameni. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, that was vital. Azar. India finding their passes.
At a time.
Threads one in, and it's Roberto. De Roberto puts a cross in. And it's half-time here. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And the game has already resumed here. Takes a shot! Owen finds himself offside. Now it's Owen. Nicely weighted ball. Now that's well seen too. Roberto. Hazard. Looking for options for movement. And he was alert to it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. He's through, it's one, and Stoichkov! It's there! The breakthrough strike! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
And he's had a hit! Sticks it away! Offside.
Yeah, the assistant did have his flag up. The referee seemed to spot it late, though. Nevertheless, the right decision.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Chouameni, and it's Roberto. Chance! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
That has ended up in no man's land. Your impression so far, Jim?
India are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Stoichkov. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Defending was strong and firm. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's going to go a long way. It's their second corner of the game. Not pretty, but it gets the job. He's having a go! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Pirlo. And Azar.
India really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Villa.
India appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Looking tidy in possession here. He's going for goal! And he's there to get it away. And it's Roberto. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. India really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Cannavaro clears. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Hazard. And that's that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing. Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this fella, Mignon,
Shapes to shoot! Goal, Milan! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter!
The goal for Milan.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
that's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Çalhanoğlu. And he's only too happy to take that back. Martinez! That carried quite a threat. De Bruyne. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes him... He's having a go! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
It's a good foot in there. It's a sharp pass. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. De Bruyne tries to pass it through. Cannavaro gets rid without sophistication. Now it's Martinez.
That's good play from him.
And they've got rid. So just one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Pirlo. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Çalhanoğlu cuts out the pass. Martinez. Oh, well measured. And Batistuta!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Agic. And it's Stefan de Vrij.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. McTominay. And that has left him in a heap. Martinez! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Now it's Selmakers. Now who's going to be first to this? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. De Bruyne.
There will be
Well,
1
Martinez.
minute added time.
Nicely aimed pass. And we hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Some first-half thoughts?
Milan
And
really
now,
have looked
please
very
turn
good in
towards the
transitions,
screen for a
so
special
I'll be
presentation
expecting
featuring
more of the
our
same in
guest
this second half.
performers today.
They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Milan have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Substitution for Milan, number 7, Ribery. Coming on to replace him is number 10, Takani.
And we're off again.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Pavlovic. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Well, that looks a decent... He's had a shot! Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Xiao gets his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Pirlo taking charge of the dead ball.
Substitution for Milan.
An opportunity then to pull clear here.
Number 21, Joaquin Correa. Coming on the field is number 9, Rafael Leao. Substitutions taking place.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Great ball, and he's in here. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Rafael Leao, and he was quick to react. Ajic. He's tried one! Tremendous from Pirlo! About as smooth as it gets. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that's it. That was always inevitable.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And it's De Bruyne. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. And Ribery! That's going to go a long way. And that was very necessary. Salmakers, foot in. Barella, Ribery. Nicely weighted ball. Ribery. And the shot! Dispatched clinically. Back within one. They have them in their sights again. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Nicked it back promptly. And it's Ribery. Ball's played through.
That's positional gold. The utilisation of space.
Climbs up big! Yes, it's in! Inter are back in business. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
We have our tries from a long way out.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Barella, Ribery. Aimed beyond the defence. Ribery. And he's gone looking for safety. Rafael Leao.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's found a way through. 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
Please report to the staff.
So to clarify, extra time will follow. Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Milan conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Zaccagni. McTominay. Now it's Salmakers. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Milan have a free kick. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range. Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target. Stefan de Vrij. And it's De Bruyne. And here's Batistuta. Barella. And here's Ribéry. Pirlo. And it's Saelemaekers. That's it for the first period of extra time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Substitution for Milan, number 8, McTominay. Coming on
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes?
Fofana.
They have given it everything. It's been gruelling. But who will be standing at the very end? Looking for options for movement. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Looking for the run. Saelemaekers providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. There will be a throw-in. Hoisted in, gets his head on it! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Ajic.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And that is it. There will be penalties.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a gruelling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
Pressure and nerve. After 2 inconclusive hours, it is penalties. Pirlo first in line. And he has done his bit.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
Ribéry is the next to run the gauntlet. 1-1.
He just did what he was asked.
So, the second man in line. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that. The way he was moving beforehand, very good save.
Firm, low, telling.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Milan from one behind. Denied! He's made the save!
Well, he didn't hit that with any sort of conviction, and it's an easy save in the end.
Inter Milan are now able to take a giant step towards where they want to. Stuck away with immaculate poise. And they're 2 up. Milan are looking to save match point. Yes, that's how you do it.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
So all eyes on the goalkeeper. Oh, he saved it!
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
So can he do it? Can he keep them alive? It's in, he's kept them in it.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
Mignon obliged to stop this to keep them alive. And that has lifted the roof. Milan falls short in the lottery that is the penalty shootout. As cruel as that is, the two sides had been inseparable after 2 hours of action. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, you can never predict the results.
Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Goes for a shot! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Milan really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Inter Milan have their opener. It is a goal. Barella! A real chance and a real let-off.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Martinez. Well, that looks a decent ball. Pirlo. Now, can they get him away? Chance for a shot! Sticks it away! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to Clint.
And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected. Hernandez cuts out the pass. It's a pretty loose pass. Milan looking to pass their way through. Great pressure, plenty of it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rafael Leao! Goal, Milan!
McTominay really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Rafael Leao. Good read, needed to be. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Barella. Tomori spots it and intercepts. He's in a great position here. And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And he's there to get it away. That's a throw. And it's played in. And he's straight offside. Zaccagni. Not the most accurate pass. Searching pass he's played there. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Spread neatly. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Rafael Leao. De Vrij did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rafael Leao does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Barella. This looks promising. Nesta gets over and intercepts. Now it's Ribery. Think goes for a shot! Thuram.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Added time.
There will be a throw-in. Chance to deliver.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
This possibly the last play of the half. Oh, smashing header! Now the cross. Sommer deals with that. And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
He's having a shot! No, he's missed it. Costa Curta. Calhanoglu. And it's Barella.
That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything.
McTominay has created one goal already. Now it's Zaccagni. Stefan De Vrij. Hernandez. Being still separated by the game's only goal. Nesta. Mkhitaryan. Ribery, and he's managed to get free. Now McTominay.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Tries to play it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, sweet feet. And that's a throw-in. Now it's Ribery. Played it again. Cleared without hesitation. Decent chance! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Milan really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
So, third corner of the game. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. There's the shot! Into the last quarter of an hour. Takes a shot! And that would have won it.
McTominay really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
And he can clear it away. Good ball, good take. Rafael Leao gets flagged offside.
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Is number 8, Zielinski.
Well, that pass isn't the best. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Knocks it into space. Ribery. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Rafael Leao. Pass somewhat off target.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Well, there's the clearance.
1 minute added time.
So that's it. It is all over. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test
Just a
passed
quick
with
announcement,
flying
An
colours.
exciting one too. We're about
Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy, Peter, Marcus Llorente, has had a huge effect by just moving position, moving a little further forward. Who would have imagined he could be so creative and such a prolific goal scorer too? Expect to see him make a lot of those powerful...
Vinicius Junior! That pass has been well intercepted.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lenormand. Lovely, now then. And he welcomes it in. Coquet. Bellingham. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's worked it through. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Villa. And it's made its way to him. Good take. And the finish! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Eder Militao tries to clear, and a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Takes a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Avi Galan clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Llorente. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Bellingham! There it is! Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to see something like this, Peter. They're always looking to lure and lunge at you and hit you on the break. It was very nicely done.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
And he's lost his man here. Tchouaméni gets it away. Bellingham, he has found the way through. Chance! It's there! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
That has certainly made things interesting. And the shot! Off the post! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Well, we call that the slide rule pass. Time to absolute perfection. Quality ball.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Villa. Eder Militao defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Bellingham. And it's Koke. Tries to pass it through.
Added minutes has been indicated.
And Normand. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Koke. And we hit half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Now then, clash of the egos.
He's beaten the last man. He's going for goal. That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
And it's Azar. And reclaimed it in a trice. Camavinga. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Llorente gets his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. And it's hit the woodwork and out! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Camavinga. Oh, just skips past his man. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He is through here! And it's Pedri. Bellingham.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And oh, he's been caught and shoots!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Fouquet. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And it's Bellingham. Just eases him off the ball. Hazard. Mbappe. Now it's Alvarez. And this is Hazard. Hazard is flagged offside.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Bellingham. Number 21, Ferran Torres.
Ended up in no man's
Number
land.
5, David Villa. Coming on the field, number 19, Hazard.
Tries to play it through.
20, Griezmann.
Camavinga.
Number 16, Endrick.
Ball driven towards the far post. Defending of the desperate variety. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And no, that was never going to make it. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Llorente has it in a wide position. Hangs one in. Punched away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
No, that's been intercepted. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes. And the action has already restarted. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Aimed beyond the defence. Alvarez. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
All Black gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Alvarez. Now it's Alvarez. And here's Mbappe. Griezmann. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. We've reached the midway point in extra time.
Today, please refrain from parking
It has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? And so the last chance to find a winner. They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Camavinga. And it's Llorente. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he's on his way!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Shot could be on. And the shot... Can he finish? Yes! He's done it! And that has raised the roof! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I think what we've just seen is further evidence of their resilience and fantastic belief. I mean, they can always come through. Remarkable. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's that. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with